I.S.U.P.K. Oklahoma Sabbath service. Officer Gabba War, Officer Nasha. Today we're going to go over not following in the heathen's patterns, right? We're not going to follow the heathen. All right, we just had Valentine's Day pass. We got so-called President's Day coming. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over, what Christianity has done to our people, right? We're going to get into plenty of things that our people follow versus following the Most High, right? It's been far too long that we've been in this place, and we tend to love the oppressor more than we love the Most High, and it shows by our actions. It shows in our actions. It shows in our everyday life. Like the scriptures say, how can we love the Most High, and hate our brothers or hate our sisters, right? How could we do that? You don't love the Most High. You can't love them if you don't love your brother or your sister. Right. That is absolutely insane to think that, you could love somebody that you have not seen, understand, and think that you can hate the brother that you see every day or the sister you see every day. So our people, it's time to wake up. It's time to, come back to the Most High, understand that you are the Israelites, and understand that we have a job to do out here. Understand? It's not just about putting on your fringes on your jeans, on your seam of your jeans. It's not about just putting on a head wrap and a dress. Understand? We have work to do out here. If you walk outside of your home, outside of your classroom or whatever, you see our people, right? Our people are destroyed out here. Drugs and gang banging and prostitution and all of those things have took our people for a whirlwind. You understand? And now we don't know which direction to go. You understand? We don't know that we have to pray to the east. We don't know that we have a power, that will come and save us if we, come back to the Most High and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. We don't know that. What we know, what we think, loving God is loving the oppressor, forgiving them for all the rape, robbery, and murder, forgiving them. We think that that's going to get us into the kingdom of heaven, right? Loving your enemies, that's not what he was talking about, right? He's talking about the enemies of your own people, right? Loving your brother and your sister, that stepped on your shoe or wronged you in the past. Looking at your brother and sister and saying, look, man, they destroyed. They don't know no better. You understand? But that oppressor, he knew better. He knew what he was doing. He knew the plan he had for our people. Right. You understand? He knew, that if he keeps us in sin, you understand, that will keep that'll keep his kingdom going, or his kingdom thriving. Right. You understand? So why in the hell are we steady, making him better? You understand? When we can make ourselves better. You understand? We can get our people off of dope and get them out of those gangs, and get our sisters and brothers in those homes that's going to rule, with authority and under the Most High and under Christ. You understand? So that is what we have to do, right now. We got to put our boots on the ground. You understand? And we got things to do. We got to feed the poor, right? You understand? And we got to feed our people these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You say, man, can't live on bread alone. You understand? These words is what's going to fill us. You understand? So, Salah, go ahead. I can just,
Totally right. I mean, we love everything but ourselves.
Right.
And we destroy it for a lack of knowledge. Like the Bible says, we are stiff-necked and rebellious.
Right.
But as soon as some oppressor, some devil tells you, oh, this is what you're supposed to do, you believe him over your own brother.
Right.
Who has genuine love for you. We're not trying to enslave you or send you down the wrong path. We trying to give you the key to life, everlasting life.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That's following Christ.
Damn right.
And we follow Christ in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander Gen.YAHANNA.
Right.
We follow Commander Gen.YAHANNA as he follows Christ.
That's right.
That's what we do. We don't put him as a God like all these simple-minded people say. He's not our God. He's our leader. He's the leader of the nation of Israel.
Right.
He's the highest-ranking man in the nation of Israel right now. No other man is higher than Commander Gen.YAHANNA on this earth right now.
That's right.
And that's a fact.
That's a fact.
And if you ain't in the I.S.U.P.K, I don't know what you're gonna be in.
Right.
You in some organization that's gonna send you to your doom, to your death. You walking down a path of destruction.
Right.
You're not walking down that straight and narrow path going through that straight gate. You walking to fringes on t-shirts.
Right.
And letting Africans in your organization.
Right.
And saying that Edomites can be saved. And, you know, we just gotta accept the way their lifestyle is. Talking about the ABCDEFG people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, these churches is promoting it.
Right.
Real heavy right now. Real heavy.
Right.
Ask T.D. Jakes what he think about gay people. You know what he'll tell you? I mean, we gotta love everybody.
Right.
We gotta accept them as they are. You know, in the Christian church, where they say, "Come as you are, we love you."
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian in America or throughout wherever you at, you need to find an I.S.U.P.K. Come as you are, so we can clean you up.
That's right.
Because you won't be the same after you leave here.
That's right.
The only thing that's stopping you is them demons that you got. Right. That's what's stopping you. The fear that you had from coming into the I.S.U.P.K and getting clean and washed up. Them demons will tell you don't do it.
Right.
Because they love tormenting you. You smoking that blunt right now. You know, because we've been so oppressed in this nation that's the only means we can cope with. Drugs, alcohol, or I mean
porn.
Ooh, that's porn to get them.
God.
It's porn to get them.
Right.
Like you'll be late for work watching that porn. You understand me?
Damn right. Hey, listen, and you so right. Like the demons is just, it wants you to die, and I think you was going over this on your last class. As soon as that demon has done its job, it's out of your body. You understand? Like as soon as you do exactly what that demon wants you to do, whether it's murder or sleeping with another man's wife or whatever it is, it's gone. It's out of you. It's done his job. It's done exactly what he wanted you to do, and now it's gone. You understand? So we in here in the I.S.U.P.K, man, we here to cleanse our people, right? We here to get those demons and help you fight those demons. Don't try to fight them by yourself, Ak. You tried that already, right? You tried to fight them things by yourself. We as a people, and me and the sister was talking about this, together we have to be stronger. We can be stronger together. You understand? That's the only way a nation is stronger. Chinese people fly, thousands of miles to come over here in America. Why? To be with their own people. East Indians do the same thing. You understand? Why? Because they're stronger together. They plan better. They speak in the same language. They eat the same foods. They're moving in the same direction. You understand? Why is it that we don't do that? Right? Why is it that we can't do that? Here in the I.S.U.P.K, we doing that right now. You understand? Passover, April 1st, Raleigh, North Carolina. You understand? You're going to see brothers and sisters from all over the world come together and moving as one. You understand? Under Commander Gen.YAHANNA. You understand? And that right there is brotherhood and sisterhood. You understand? If you ever wanted to see, the nation of Israel work the way it's supposed to work or move the way it's supposed to move, you just tune in to the I.S.U.P.K April 1st. If you can't make it, tune in. There's going to be plenty of brothers going live. There's going to be plenty of, listen, I'm media for Oklahoma. I'm going to be live, you understand, at the Passover on the Oklahoma State, you understand, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever we have, you understand, so this can get out to the nation of Israel so they can know, you understand, where they're supposed to be next year, you understand? So, of course, these times is heavy because we know we at the end times, man. We know it. You understand? China is flying balloons over here, spying and seeing what they can, seeing what they can see. You understand? You got, I mean, come on. I mean, this story after story in the news of people dying. You got the earthquake in Turkey. You understand? I mean, there was thousands of people that died over there. I don't know what you're waiting for. The Christian church has no answers for you. You ask the pastor right now, what should we be doing in these times? He's going to tell you that, everything's all good. He's going to tell you, listen, just pray about it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right about it?
Yeah.
Like these cats are still sending our people to the slaughter. And we are sheep, huh? We are sheep without a guide. You understand? Our people need help out here. You understand? So coming to I.S.U.P.K on the Commander GEN.YAHANNA, you understand? He's going to lead you to where you're supposed to go. You understand? Go ahead, Op.
And because a lot of cats, this is what happens.
Right.
They come in here and they think it's all peaches and rainbows. And as soon as one thing goes wrong, they out of here.
Right.
They say, oh man, I gave up smoking weed for this.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like when I was smoking weed, my life was way better.
Right.
Nah, you was just in a state of comatose.
Mm.
You was a walking dead man. That's what
right.
it was.
Right.
And when you leave, this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen to you. Let's go to Matthew 12 and 43.
Salak. Oh, Akim got it. Oh, Aquas got it. Y'all got it. You say 12 and 43.
Count.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places.
So when that unclean spirit, whatever it was, your addiction to whatever, weed, drugs, sex, alcohol, interracial marriage, whatever it was, once you get rid of that unclean spirit and it's gone from you, hey, that spirit walking in dry places, looking for another clean man to possess. You understand?
Right.
Like, he's searching
To and fro.
Yeah.
Right. Seeking rest and findeth none.
He can't find nobody like you.
Right. Verse 44. Then he said, I will turn into my house from whence I came out.
So he gonna return back to where he came from.
Right. Right.
Go ahead.
And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished.
Now you done cleaned yourself up.
Right.
You done came into the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Cleaned yourself up. You out there on the street saying what thus says the Lord. If you're a sister, you holding down your husband. You obeying the orders of your camp leader if you're not married. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And guiding you. And you all cleaned up. Everything's going great. Then what's going to happen?
Boom. Then destruction comes, right? Verse 45. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. And they enter in and dwell there.
7 more wicked spirits come.
Right.
If you backslide and go back to what you were doing.
Right.
7 more.
Right.
Like leave the truth.
Man. Yeah.
And you only had this one problem.
Right.
You leave, you think it's all fairy tales and unicorns and rainbows. Once you leave,
Right.
all these other 7 unclean spirits is coming to get you.
Right.
Because you clean now. You think you got it. Oh, I left. I still got the truth even though I left.
Right.
I'm not eating no pork.
Right.
Okay. That's great. Proud of it. That's great. But the minute you leave here, you start smoking again. You start doing what you want to do. You start, oh, I don't have to come and keep the Sabbath holy. I gotta do this other stuff.
I got other stuff to do.
I can't make it a Passover.
Man.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't celebrate the Feast of Purim, man.
Right.
I can't celebrate, you know, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. I can't do the Day of Atonement.
Right.
Come on, man. I work outside.
Right. Right.
Y'all crazy, man. I can't pay these tithes. Y'all crazy, man.
Right.
I'm out of here.
Right.
No sweat. Lord be with you.
Lord be with you, even though we know he's not. You understand? That's heavy right there. 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. You understand? So when you try to shake that one spirit off, just be prepared, you understand, for them other spirits, they're going to come in a little bit harder than that last one. You understand? There's going to be more stuff you're going to have to deal with, you understand, after you leave here. You understand? Let me finish this up. And the last, and they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first.
It's going to be worse than when you came. Worse. You thought you was going through hell before you came and got cleaned up.
Right.
It's going to be way worse when you leave.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely going to be worse. You understand? Listen, man, and you know, Lord be with you. You understand? Because, you know, you got to be a man if you're going to come in here. You definitely going to have to be a man. Because you can't do what you want to do. Lord, listen, man, the Lord needs soldiers. You understand? And if you got a drug problem, you understand, you're going to be a terrible soldier. You understand? As a woman, you got to shape those things as well. You got to be able to follow orders as well from your man, like you said, or from your camp leader if you don't have a husband. You're going to have to take orders. You understand? And you cannot be a soldier and not be able to take orders, not be able to get checked without getting into your feelings. You understand? So, you know, as a nation of men and women, you understand, we have to know our positions in this place, right? There's a ranking order for a reason, right? You understand? And everybody has to know that you being by yourself, being an individualite, right? It doesn't work, right? It don't work. You understand? We have to be together in order for this to work. We have to say, okay, sister, what can you do? Right? What kind of resources can you bring to? Okay, we'll use those resources. Yeah, okay, brother, what can you do? Right? And that's how a family works. A family pulls from each other. You understand? But if one of those family members have a drug problem and doesn't want to change, now you're messing up the chain, huh? Right? Now you're messing up what we're supposed to be moving like a unit. You understand? We can't have people just doing what the hell they want to do, because you're going to be wicked out here.
And you know what they say? They say, God's really going to not let me be in the church for smoking weed?
Oh, yeah.
Smoking weed up here.
Right.
I can still be in the church and smoke weed?
Yeah, listen, yeah, you can know all the scriptures. You can know from Genesis to Revelation. You can know every scripture in the Bible. You understand? But that don't mean, listen, you can be just like them Christian pastors. Oh, they can take you to some scriptures.
Oh, yeah.
They can peel through this book and do all, you know, but it ain't nothing but like the Pharisees, right? Sadducees and Pharisees, they knew the scriptures. Right. The devil know the scriptures. That's right. You understand? But that don't mean that you're gonna, what they say? Let me bring that. You need to go ahead?
I'll find it for you.
What was that, 10 and 5? Do as they say, not as they do. Right? It's a lot.
I mean,
Sitting over the seat. Go ahead. It's a lot.
We can go to Matthew 4.
What is that word? Matthew 4.
Christ was tempted.
God. 4:1.
Yeah, we can start at 4:1 and drop down to where he says.
God. The book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 1. Then Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Verse 2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward in hunger. Verse 3. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread.
Command these stones to be made bread.
Right.
Christ is out there getting it in. Fasting,
Right.
praying, he getting ready.
Right. Verse 4. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God.
There it is. Christ's fault. He was tempted, he fought.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the devil will tempt anybody.
Right. Verse 5. Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city, and sitteth him on the pinnacle of the temple. Verse 6. And said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone.
And look, that's wild, huh?
Yeah.
Ain't that wild?
Right.
No, like, hey man, just jump.
Yeah.
yeah, you ain't gonna die. Just jump. You got,
Right.
hey, the angels won't even let you dash your foot against the stones.
Right.
Just jump.
Right.
And that, hey, our people think that they so smart when they under the influence of drugs and alcohol. They think they so smart.
Right.
They be like, man, have you ever wondered why, what do they say? Have you ever wondered why,
Yeah, like,
why the earth, the atmosphere, why the sky is blue?
right.
They say, oh man, I'll say something real retarded that don't even make no sense.
Right.
But they think they so smart in their mind.
Right.
I mean, anybody under the drugs and influence, them demons talking to you, you probably would have jumped.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Straight up.
Right.
But let's see what Christ said.
Right. And Yahushua said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God.
You should not tempt the Lord your God.
Right.
The Most High said, we are not, what do they say, an evil man digging up, a corrupt man digging up evil.
Right.
And there's a burning fire in his lips.
Right. Ungodly man.
An ungodly man.
Right.
Well, the ungodly man digging
Right.
up evil and there's a burning fire in his lips. That's anything that, because what do they say? Oh, it comes from the earth.
Right.
It's natural. Hey, so does cocaine.
Right.
So does crack. So does
Mushrooms.
acid.
Right.
So does tobacco, marijuana. And the marijuana these days, that's some dangerous stuff. It's all synthetic. So many chemicals in there. It
Right.
ain't even the actual marijuana plant anymore.
Right.
They coming up with so much nonsense that, go ahead. What's the new thing? Fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
They said a brother just died in Oklahoma County Jail from a fentanyl overdose.
Right.
Is what they say. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, maybe the
They
guard
got
put
more,
something on them.
Right. They got more drugs in the prisons than they got on
Yeah.
the streets. So yeah.
And you know who brings it in?
Mhm.
The guards. Can't no drugs get in there without a guard bringing it in.
Right.
Ain't enough men in the world keistering doggone that many drugs.
Right.
They ain't swallowing that many, they swallow the drugs in a balloon.
Right.
They try to throw it up later or whatever. Or they keister it. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. Go look that up.
Right.
Unclean.
You'll be amazed
Right.
what you can fit up there.
Yeah.
Knives, everything. We talking about men now
Right.
who are supposed to be hardcore. They put things in their record.
Right.
That should not be there. And you wonder why it's so easy for these same men to be homosexuals in jail.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Drugs will make you do crazy things, won't they?
God.
Drugs will make you do crazy things.
Right. Where we at?
Verse 8.
Verse 8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them. Verse 9, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
And that's what we do.
Right.
We worship all these evil,
Right.
corrupt, ungodly things.
Right.
And we serve these things. We don't serve the Most High.
Right.
That's what we do.
Right.
I mean, of course, not us in I.S.U.P.K under command of GEN.YAHANNA, of course not. Because we know the consequences
Right.
and repercussions for not following the Lord.
Right.
That is death.
Right.
Death.
Right.
And we don't want death. But, you know, some people willingly choose death.
Right.
And it's sad. That's what we've been so destroyed. That's what our people come to.
Right.
Just to cover up and cope their depression or whatever they're dealing with to make themselves feel happy.
Right.
This generation is all about satisfaction of themselves, of what they want, what makes them feel good.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to work for anything.
Right.
Life is warfare.
Damn right.
Life is definitely warfare. And you gotta fight. You can't be weak. The weak are weeded out every day.
Right.
We dying every day because of the transgressions against the Lord that we make. And these preachers, they teach that, oh, we're under grace now. Grace does run out. I mean, the Lord is slow to wrath.
And you know what? Like our people is the toughest people on the planet Earth, especially when it comes to fighting each other. You understand?
Yeah.
Like it just boggles my mind that, you know, we as a people, man, we see each other and we talking all kind of, you know, whoop your, you know, and I'm the baddest, you know, and bet nobody say nothing, you know, like we are the toughest people when it comes to just like talking about it. Mm-hmm. You understand? Like, but when it comes down to the come down, when it's time to, you know, police pull up, you run. You understand? You know, when it comes to, you know, fighting the demon inside of your body, mm-hmm. you know, that's telling you to kill another brother, you know, sleep with that whore, you understand, or sleep with another man's wife, or, you know, that sister, you know, battling, you know, drugs, or battling her husband, you know, or battling, you know, whatever, you know, it's something inside of us that, you know, we talk all that talk, but we scared or we do not want to walk that walk.
That's right.
You understand? It's saddened, but I'm like, what is this? Mm-hmm. What? You know, this has to be a curse on our people. And you know what? And to tell you the truth, like, we've been beat to powder in this place.
Yeah.
We've been beaten so bad to where we can't even recognize who the real enemy is no more. Mm-hmm. You know, it was a time where we knew the enemy. We knew who he was.
Yeah.
But now we have turned the gun on ourselves because we let him influence us. That's what the church, you know, that's what the church does. You know, if you ain't got no suit and tie, right? Or if you ain't got the prettiest dress or the biggest hat in the front row, you ain't worth a damn, right? You come in there with, you know, braids, Nasha, afro, right? You come in there with that, you know what I mean? You might as well just sit in the back. All you can do is put something into play, right? You will not be looked at as a man or a woman of God, right? You will look down upon, right? And that church will take the fight out of a black man, right? You got to shave your face, right? Shave your hair, you know, just like the oppressor did. You understand? Put your suit on, make sure that tie is nice and tight around your neck.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Right? Those things like that will take the fight out of a man. Putting a homosexual on the organ, right? You know, prancing, you know, for the choir, and, you know, doing all these, you know, these homosexual moves, and, you know, talking a certain way. And the brothers on the front row, you know, I know the brother, listen, man, I was in there. Them brothers on the front row is probably 60, 70 years old. Back in their days, you understand, you know, you better not say you was homosexual or punk or nothing like that. They will beat you down.
Right.
It was hard.
Yeah, right? They will literally, you listen, man, you come out home, you might as well hide in your closet because they gonna beat you up or do something, talk down. You understand? So now, you know what I'm saying, now in the churches, they can't say nothing. You can't speak against it. You can't say anything, you know, if the brother's up there sashaying a little hard. You can't say nothing to a sister that's dressed as too short or she's showing too much cleavage in the church. You can't tell her to cover up. So now what is that man, that man's place is getting taken out of, you getting taken out of the way as a man to rule over that church like Christ ruled over his church. You cannot rule like that. So now the man is sitting in the front row and he just keep speaking, talk about it, Pastor. Yeah, all the fight is out of him. All he's ready to do now is go home, put his feet up, and watch a football game. Right? Instead of teaching and bringing up the next young brother and showing him how he's supposed to be acting. Well, I mean, I'm looking at the examples and they soft. Right? These brothers is soft in those churches. Right? Because all of that fight has been pushed out of them and beaten out of them brothers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a crazy thing how I just dropped this, and the devil is tempting you to do certain things, right? The devil is going to tell you that you don't correct that homosexual. The devil is going to tell you don't correct that sister when she's dressing inappropriately, right? Yeah, the devil tempted Eve, right? Right? The devil tempted Eve and told her, listen, no, you can eat from that damn tree. Right? You can take the philosophies of other people and it's going to be good, right? And you will be wise, right? Let me get Genesis out, all right? Let me get Genesis 3. You know what I mean? You know, because we're going to be tempted out here. If Christ was tempted, how you think you ain't going to be tempted, right? How you think you're going to just skate through this earth and through this world and not be tempted? This is a fight, like this is a war. You got to go to war with your oppressor. You understand? You got to go to war with yourself, right? And you have to kill off that old man, right? Kill him. Take him out. You understand? Go ahead with verse 1.
Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
Now this serpent, you understand? This ain't no damn snake.
Right.
This ain't no damn slithering snake, you understand, talking to, Eve. No, this is a man. You understand? And this is a subtle man. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
Which the Lord God had made.
And listen, the Lord made this man. You understand? He made this man to see what's going on. Listen, are you going to eat this? Are you going to eat these philosophies from this tree? Are you going to take all of this from this tree? Go ahead.
And he said unto the woman, Yea, have God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
Right. He's asking these questions like he don't know. And the sister knew. Right? The sister knew, you understand, that she shouldn't be, focusing on this tree. You understand? Don't worry about that. We got all this other stuff that we, are supposed to tend to. Right? What the hell are you doing over here? Go ahead.
And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Right.
But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it,
right,
lest ye die.
Lest ye what?
Die.
Lest ye die. You understand? And this is the crazy part. And she said you're gonna die. Like, why in the hell do you want to die? Why would you? God said you're gonna die, and then you turn around and say, you know what? It's all good. This is the Most High power that gave you life. You understand? Breath in your lungs. And you going to trust this serpent or this beast? Go ahead.
And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die.
I mean, come on, man. You understand? Like, what? Who else does that? Right? The oppressor comes to our women and say, you know what? Get the man out of the house. I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give you some food stamps. We're gonna get you some food. Long as that man ain't in the house, I'm gonna take care of you. You're gonna surely be good. You understand? You're gonna be okay. You ain't gonna die. Because why? I'm gonna feed you. I'm gonna feed you. You ain't gotta worry about that man, right? Don't worry about the things that he can provide. Don't worry about the things that God can provide. I'm telling you, I'm gonna feed you these things. I got you. You're gonna be full, sis. Right? You're gonna be full. You ain't gotta worry about that, man. You ain't gotta worry about God.
It's like and she knew. She said we should not eat or touch it. Or we ain't even supposed to touch this.
Like
we ain't supposed to try to fill it out.
Come on.
You understand?
We got all this over here in the garden.
Yeah.
She knew, like, no. He said not to touch that, not go over there and deal with those people. I'm supposed to deal with my people, right? We got everything we need right here, right? Where we at? Verse 5?
Verse 5.
Go ahead.
For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods.
As what?
As gods.
As what?
As gods, knowing good and evil.
I mean, come on. What they got out? The woman king.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Right? They got all these things out for our women to, right, be over the top of a man. Right? To be something out of her position of what she's supposed to be. Right? Giving her in Egyptology, the woman is God, man. What is that going to do to the mentality of a woman? It's going to make her feel, of course, we want our women to feel special. We tell our women, listen, y'all are princesses of the Most High. We want y'all to know that, listen, y'all have a pivotal part in our nation. Listen, it ain't just about us. It's about all of us, right? But we have an order. We have duties in this place, right? And you're not less of just because you're not looked at as a god, right? But understand that that is not your place to feel or be in that position. Because now you're the woman king. Now we're going to look at you, oh, well, you can take care of yourself, right? You can do it, right? You can fight, right? Now you got the spirit of the woman out here is fighting. They out here. I mean, listen, man. Me and my rib was talking about this last night. The woman now is taking the position of a man. Sleeping with multiple men. And then, I don't know if y'all seen that post, but they writing on their faces. I don't know if y'all seen that post. The sisters is now writing the partners that they've had all over their bodies. And they wearing it like a badge of honor. Where back in the day, sisters used to be so discreet and be like, listen, I ain't trying to be looked at as no hoe. But now the hoes is winning, right? So now the sisters that want to be righteous, want to be, daughters of the Most High, the daughters of Zion, they're looking at this, and now your eyes is really open when you come into I.S.U.P.K. Now you understand the plot and the planning that the serpent or this damn beast is trying to do to our sisters and brothers, right? Now they know, they're like, hey, look at our sisters. It's looking bad out here. I'm hoping that our sisters will wake up and say, you know what? This damn serpent didn't fool us. Now I need to say, okay, damn, I got a man in the house. Okay, let's work this out. I know we was fussing the other day. I know we was fussing about that, right? Let's try to sit down and work this out. Why? Because we need each other. Not that I'm bowing down to you, not that I'm catering, but because we have to make this work. Why? Because we got kids. We got kids that I want my son to be married. I want my daughter to be married, right? And be able to work through these things. But how are they going to know how to work through those things if they don't see it?
The perfect precept for this is Genesis 2:18.
Let me get you.
This is what the woman was supposed to be from the beginning.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 18. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone.
It's not good for a man to be alone. The Lord said that. The Most High said it is not good for a man to be alone.
I will make him and help me for him.
We need to help meet. That's what that woman's job is, to help us meet what we need to accomplish. Not to be a nagging woman, not to always go against what the man said.
Right.
I mean, if a man truly follows the Most High, he would want the best for you. And sometimes us as men get a bad rap for being so hard on our women. But that's just like, would you let your child get away with anything? Would you not steer your child down the right path? Same thing with a man. The man is the head of the household. So how he wants to run this house, that's his business. And the man in the I.S.U.P.K runs his house righteously.
I mean, and that's so true. You understand? Because I don't know if y'all ever seen a man that's by himself. I don't know if y'all ever like witnessed a brother that is alone. You know, sisters too. Right? If you ever meet a man that's by himself, he's probably 50, 60 years old. You understand? I mean, I've met him. You know, and brothers that's by themselves are, I say, off. You understand? Or kind of like, I met a brother, he just collects all kind of stuff. You understand? You know, the brothers' meals is not, properly, prepared, right? The brothers is, he's got, he's hanging on to these, this can of beans, this old, it's just certain things that women bring to your life.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's why we have to work together. We need a help meet, right? And the thing about it like this, right? We are in captivity, right? And brothers is coming out of the mind state of being captive, right? And not having the proper direction as a man coming out of a home. Now he's trying to build, I need a wife, I need children. Men actually do want that. Men actually, we want families. We want those things, but we haven't been taught how to do those things. It's just like a sister coming out. Of course, when little girls is growing up, my daughter was, she was drawing marriage pictures when she was in, I think, the first grade. You know what I mean? So women want that from the door. The thing is we're not properly trained on how to be in our spots, right? Men aren't trained to, all right, this is the decisions you make. This is how you fix this car. This is how you talk to your woman. This is you know what I mean? We haven't been taught those things. So we're doing it on the fly. And so if we're doing it on the fly, I mean, this is the result you get.
And like us as men, we can't be no what the scripture say, a lion,
right,
in the household.
Right.
We can't
Right.
be a lion now.
Right.
Like there's a time and place for everything.
Damn right.
And if you just yelling at your woman all day, every day, it ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work.
Like, would you want to get yelled at every day for every little thing?
Right. She's naturally gonna lash out.
Right.
Right.
But if we drop down to verse 24, like,
I got book of Genesis chapter 2 verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh.
Y'all gotta be on one accord.
Right.
Y'all gotta be on one accord.
Yeah.
Like y'all gotta cleave to each other. Y'all gotta mesh.
Right.
Like y'all gotta interlock like that. Y'all got tight one flesh.
Right.
Like the scripture said, one mind, one body in Christ.
That's it. That's it.
Same deal with the man and the woman.
Right.
One mind, one body.
Yeah. And that's real. You understand? That's the way it's supposed to work. You understand? And we have to have patience for each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because coming out of this world, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we try to knock demons out every single day.
Yeah.
You understand? As men and women, we trying to knock them out. You understand? So why? Because we know as a nation, that is the only way we're going to thrive. That's the only way we're going to thrive is, you know, like GEN.YAHANNA say, we say it all the time. We don't need a black man in the White House. We need a black man in every house, black home, black house.
Right.
That's where we need our black men. Because our women have tried to do it on their own. The world has told them they can do it on their own. But the results are not there. The results are the brothers that was raised up in them homes, single family homes, they're in prison right now. They out there slinging drugs. They out there gang banging. They out there having sex with multiple sisters and just throwing them away. Or dead. That's the result of having our women run the household. The women, listen, and then I'm not knocking the women because that was the position that they was put in. But that's not the position that the Most High said to be put in. That's not the way. That's not the order. Right? The order is for the man to be there with the woman, raising the kids. We can all be on one accord. We was talking about not celebrating the holidays earlier, right? Those are the things, not eating the shrimp, crab legs, and the pork, and all of those things, and instilling that into our kids so they can be, you know, off into, you know, doing what they supposed to be doing when they move out. Now that's a nation.
1 Corinthians 11:3.
Right. I mean, come on.
Like, this is, the Bible has an answer for everything.
Right.
It's so simplistic. It's amazing.
Right.
How a pastor can mess this up.
I'm just saying. And this is why I don't understand. Like being a pastor of a church, like, what is this? Why are you scared? Why are you scared to bring out what the sisters need to do, what the brothers need to do? You got come on, you got. I mean, because at the end of the day, like, it's like if the sisters and the brothers really want to be, you know, close to the Most High, or be with the Most High, whatever they say in the church, right? Why wouldn't you tell them this is the order? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they even got women bishops now. I seen that on one of the little Facebook commercials or whatever they be. I'm like, oh wow. And that goes right into what we were saying about Eve.
right.
I mean, we go to First Timothy 1, 2, 2 Timothy.
Yeah. 1 Timothy 2, chapter verse
12
through
right?
14. Right. Is that it? You ain't got some long.
Am I? Man.
Yeah. Like no sweat. No sweat. We getting it on.
Thessalonians, that's one of my favorite chapters of the book. All right. This is 1 Timothy chapter 2. And let's start at verse.
We start at 11 or let's start at. Well, let's just read from 9.
Yeah, 9, because
It's a lot.
this will break it all the way down.
1 Timothy's. Y'all there? Are we there? Chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Hey, all women need to be in modest apparel. There should be no confusion if this woman is a prostitute or a righteous sister. You understand what I'm saying?
And you damn right. Right? Because even in the church, back in the day, you wouldn't find a sister in there dressed the way they dress now in there. Mm-hmm. Them sisters' dresses was long. Listen, my grandmother, man, my mom, like, you couldn't see nothing. Mm-hmm. You understand? And if you wanted to approach any girl in the church, you had to be careful. Mm-hmm. You had to watch how you talk to her. You had to watch what you say. You understand? Because you didn't want who you talk. You didn't want that. Right. You approach a woman when she's dressed properly. You approach her different. But if you see somebody with a dress that's damn near, her booty cheeks is coming out of the bottom of it. Yeah. Right. You want to approach her just, hey, what's happening? Yeah. Right. No respect. You understand? We thinking about draws now.
Yeah.
Right? We ain't talking to her face. We ain't looking at her eyes.
Yeah.
Right? We talking about bed now. What you doing after this?
I see what you're advertising. So,
Right.
Right.
Listen. The ride is out there. It's
go
already
to the car.
warmed up.
They
The
not
seat-
going to the bed. They going to the car. We leaving the seat back
after service.
after the service
After
in the
service.
parking lot.
Right.
They're not going to the bed no more.
After
they can
we-
be in the back seat of the car.
After we eat this cracker and juice,
Yeah.
I got some juice in the car.
Oh yeah.
Right? So yes, women, please get into this modest apparel.
Yeah.
Right? With shamefacedness. Right?
Shame. Don't be shameless.
Right.
We need to have a conscience out here. Our women need a conscience. Like, I cannot do this because I don't want to be perceived as
This.
this.
Morals.
Damn right.
That's right.
Right? And sobriety. Right? Yeah.
Hey,
Right?
a lot of women like to get on their wine now.
Hey, they like to listen, man. Listen. You know what I mean? Like, our sister would go get, back in the day, it used to be that Boone's Farm.
Yeah.
You understand? It'd be that Boone's Farm. Now it's
Buzz balls.
that what-
I think they call buzz balls.
What? Come on,
now.
sisters. What y'all got? What y'all?
Yeah.
Any wine drinkers? I know.
The Buzz
Moscato?
Balls, Four Locos.
Oh, they still drinking that?
Wow.
I mean,
No,
listen.
it was that. It was
Yeah.
that.
See, and that-
Something
and-
easy,
right.
open.
Yeah.
Put it in a 7-Eleven cup.
Oh yeah.
See, and this sister used to be on.
Got the game.
Come on, man.
We didn't
give
want
me-
people knowing we drinking. We just
Put it in the 7-Eleven cup. And listen.
And that's how you be modest.
They make the frozen ones now
Right.
that you just put in a glass.
Right. And you listen. And
they make our stuff cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To where it kind of it tricks us.
Sneaks up on
yeah,
you.
and it's
Oh, yeah.
flavorful,
Oh,
but it's
fruit-
really
fruity.
strong.
Right.
It really is
Right.
strong.
right. You understand?
Wine,
It's like you might as well just
Right.
buy some cognac.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna
exactly.
buy a buzz.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but the sisters now, like you said, Four Locos, they buying more Hennessy
It's all
and
dressed
cognac
up.
more than we are. Instead of
Man,
right,
Straight out the bottle.
straight out the bottle, huh?
Loud
They
with it.
and that is
At the gas.
them taking over our spots. They taking our spots now. Now, like you said, we used to put it in 7-Eleven cup.
Yeah.
That remind me of brothers buying big beers and big 40 ounces and putting them in the bags and
Yeah.
covering it up.
Yeah.
That's what that remind me of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, sobriety, shamefaced, not braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array. You know, I'm not saying that you can't get your hair done and get some, pearls and stuff like that, but don't be focused on those things too much. You know what I mean? Don't be focused on, I need to, look how cute I am. Let's don't be worried about that. Come in and serve the Lord.
Right.
You understand? Serve the Lord and get under your man and ask him questions. Ask him, baby, what do you think I should do about this? That's what your man is there for. We are here to give you guidance. We ain't here, you know what I'm saying, to rule over you, like he said, be a lion in the household. We're not here for that. We are here to show. I know back in the past, I know like sisters been through some things with some brothers that was in the world.
Yeah.
So I understand, the pushback and all of those things. But when you start to get into this truth, and you get you a brother that is on the right path, he's getting there. You know what I mean? Listen, you're going to have to work with that brother because why? That brother right there is being raised the proper way. You understand? We have fathers in the I.S.U.P.K. We got fathers that we call up and say, hey, brother, A-Cap, A-General, you understand? What should I do? Can I get counseling for me and my wife? Right? Right? Those are the things that we have in the I.S.U.P.K.
Yeah.
So we can get through these troubled times, you know what I'm saying, of coming out of this world. You understand? Verse 10, lock.
No, you right on it, man.
Right.
And that really that costly array. A lot of escorts and prostitutes. I don't know if they still do it today, but they used to dress up real fine back in the day. Got their hair done real nice. They wanted to get the what they wanted to get that guy with the money.
Right. I mean, even if you look at the old
Oh,
old
Westerns.
movies.
Yeah.
You go into brothels.
Right.
You see the women come down. They got the dress. I mean, of course, they got their stuff. You know, got
Right.
the boobs out, but they dress to the T.
Yeah.
Why? Because they want the high roller. Whoever's in there spending the most money and gambling. You understand? And that is a woman. A woman wants that. You know, the man that has the money, of course. You know, she feels that will be the best protection for her, or the best way to go. You know, the brother can provide those costly arrays and those earrings and those fine dresses. But if he ain't righteous, if he ain't in the I.S.U.P.K, says you might want to take a second look,
Yes.
right? You might want to think about that move, right?
Yeah, but you can have gold. Don't see.
Yeah. People taking it too far. No, please, sister, get you some gold. You know what I'm
Get your hair
saying?
done.
Get your hair done, right? Get you some pearls. You know what I'm saying? Get your hair done. You understand? We know how it is with our sisters. They love to get that hair done. You understand? So no, that's not what that's talking about.
That's
Don't
why-
be too focused on
That's
that.
why in the sentence before it says modest.
Right.
You can have gold and stuff and be modest. You can wear makeup. You know, back in the day, they used to think the women that wore lipstick and makeup were devils back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Called them Jezebel.
Yeah.
Jezebel.
Hey, and listen, and to be 100, right? We just did a video with Sis, right? Right? And we are getting some love behind this video. Even, I mean, we getting some hate too. I mean, that comes with it.
Yeah.
But we are getting love behind the video. Why? Because the sister was in modest apparel.
Yeah.
And she's speaking, right? Because a lot of times, you know, they look at the camps, they look at the I.S.U.P.K, like, man, where's y'all women at? Right? And now that we done brought the sister to the forefront, now it's other sisters coming like, oh, I like this. Look at this sister. Right?
Yeah.
And the brothers behind it, you know what I'm saying? Because we always in protective mode. You understand? Because that is what we do. We protect our sisters in here. You understand? So at the end of the day, like, you know, sisters, get into this truth. Get into this modest apparel. Right? So you can be protected as well. Because when you are out there dressed like that, you're unprotected. Your men are not going to protect you. You know what they're going to do? Sleep with you and throw you away. You understand? That's what they're going to do. Sleep with you, throw you away, and now you're at square one all over again. You understand? Verse 10. But which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
You got to put in that work, women.
Right.
I mean, the sisters in the I.S.U.P.K, they show it all the time.
Right.
They look out, they feed the brothers. Some women do the with the garments and stuff. You know, they putting in work too.
Right.
They have a job to do too.
Right.
You know.
And our sisters, they get together. You understand? Our sisters get together, they communicate. You understand? If they got things that they need to talk about amongst each other, they do that. You understand? So at the end of the day, like, we have a sisterhood in here. We have sisterhood in here. You understand? We got brotherhood and we got sisterhood. And a lot of times, you know, you think of that as separate, but it's all together. All of that is together. You know, it wouldn't be no brotherhood without sisterhood, but sisterhood without brotherhood. We got to bring all of that to one nation. You understand? And a lot of times they look at it and be like, well, where's the women at? Well, the women are doing their thing. Right? You think we having babies by ourselves? You know what I mean? Where's these babies coming from? You understand? No, these babies that you hear in the background sometimes, you understand, of our classes or you know what I'm saying, online. Listen, we got family, Doc. You understand? So at the end of the day, like, that is what brings a nation, you understand, to the forefront, man, and now we can grow. You know what I'm saying?
I used to question that too, but from the false teaching, it's because I didn't know women were not supposed to teach. So when you don't see a woman up there,
Exactly.
that's why they question.
We about to get into that right now.
Yeah, and that right there says, like, that's real special for us. You understand? Because we have to know our place. If you want a question to be, if you need a question answered, raise your hand.
Yeah.
Call a brother. You understand? And say, hey, I was looking at the scripture, brother, and I'm trying to get some understanding. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to direct you to the person that do. You know, that's rank and order. You know, I don't know everything. You understand? But I know somebody that do know something about that.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why GEN.YAHANNA's class is so important for us to get into. You understand? That's why you got captains and 5,000s and 500s and thousands. You understand? Because these brothers got wisdom. These brothers has been in here for a while and they understand these scriptures. So that's why it's so important for women. Yes, you cannot teach the Bible, but you can damn sure teach me about, you say you do coding, right? You can teach me about that. You can teach me about, working at a bank or, whatever whatever specialty you have. The sister may have a specialty on whatever she had. She can damn sure sit me down and be like, this is what you do, brother. This is how you do this, brother. Teach me that thing. You understand? And that's what you teach. But these scriptures, the 12 is all men. You understand? Right. If the Most High wanted women to teach and be out there, on the front lines and bringing His people in, He would have did that. I mean, we can read it. Let me go. Verse 11. Salakia. Yeah, I can go all day. Salakia. Verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
That don't mean she can't ask no question now. That just means she can't disrupt what's going on.
Right.
Like you said, raise your hand, ask your question be answered.
Right.
But a lot of women like to disrupt and try to say their piece and teach. And this is what it is because of the next verse. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
A woman is not supposed to tell a man about the Bible. She's not supposed to teach the Bible. She's not supposed to be a bishop, an apostle,
right,
an elder.
First lady.
I mean, I guess she could be a first lady.
I don't even know that term. Where does that come from?
That comes from the old Baptist Pentecostal churches.
Right. My wife is the first lady of this Baptist church, and she has a chair over there while the other ladies sit over there.
Right.
So she can feel like she's
way better than everybody else.
Right.
Yeah. Right. That's all that is.
Too much work. I don't even want to do it. Right.
I mean, come on. It gets you out of the spirit of love, man.
It does.
Our women, listen, man, when you see women, man, you like, oh, so wholesome. You know what I mean? Like, oh, come here. Come here, sis. Right? It's like, where has that gone? It's like, no, like, they want to be on the same playing field, and you're not going to look at the woman like that no more. Right. Now you're going to be like, hey, you got it. Mm-hmm. Oh, you trying to reach that? You got it. Right? You need help with something? You can change that tire. You tough, right? Now we don't look at them the same no more.
Yeah, they want to be equal until it's time to be equal.
And that's the problem.
Women in the world, they want to be equal until it's time to be equal.
And brothers don't know how to turn that off. We don't know when you need it and when you don't need it. Do I need to jump in here? Do you need help? You understand?
How long we got?
Oh, Salaki, we got to get out of here at 1 o'clock. Let me finish this off. Verse 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. Verse 14. And Adam was not deceived.
Adam was not deceived. Now Adam did fall weak.
He did.
But he was not deceived by that snake in the garden.
Right. But the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
That woman was deceived.
Yes.
And she transgressed what the Most High said. Most High said, do not even eat it. Then she followed that up by, she said, God said we ain't supposed to eat it or touch it.
Or we gonna die.
Or we shall surely die.
I mean, come on.
And we did die.
Man, listen.
And we still dying today by taking on these philosophies of all these other nations. What's the new thing now? Everybody think they African. Was back in the day, everybody want to be Bruce Lee. Mm-hmm. Now everybody wants to be from Wakanda. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on.
I mean, and that right there is what is that? Go not in the way of the heathen, man. I'm gonna finish. You want to finish that off or what?
No, that's pretty good.
I mean,
well, I guess we can finish it off.
I mean, come on. I mean, where we at? 15.
Yeah.
Verse 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing.
Right. She's gonna be saved by popping out the kids now. You know what that means? What your mama say?
Come on, man. Come
Make
on.
up her time so she won't be worried about everything else.
Yeah,
Her time should be taken up with her family.
that's right.
Because if not, if she's alone, she's gonna be everywhere else.
Everywhere else.
Where
I
she
mean,
should
now,
not be.
yeah. And the woman got to think about all kind of stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't just worried about, raising the kids up and, maybe cooking dinner for the family.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to worry about protection.
Right.
Now you got to worry about going to work and paying them bills that's falling on you. You know what I mean? Now you got to worry about, going outside. You know what I'm saying? And nobody taking everything from you. Go ahead.
I
sis.
remember there was two things that a child would do when you're single. Either you would become a mother or you still become who you were.
Mm-hmm.
And my kids woke me up to be just a mother.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, it just don't seem that as soon as they have the baby, they're ready to go out to the club again.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see a club no more for years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the different mentality that our kids have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that comes from the teaching before.
Right.
Right?
Not
Because at the end of the day, like, if they see it and say, well, so-and-so, she just dropped her kids off at her mama's house and then I'm going to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So now the grandmas is raising the kids, right?
I mean,
Good point, because my mama wasn't having it.
Right.
You're right.
So now she's out. Like, she ain't worried about little Jimmy she just dropped off now.
Yeah.
Now she's worried about going out and go find her another man
To get another Jimmy.
to get another Jimmy.
Yeah.
And how is the cycle going to stop if nobody stops them? If nobody's sitting in the gap saying, hold on, sis, sit down. Let's talk. Let's get this in order. You already got one child.
Yeah.
Let's try to take this slow, right? Let's try to find a man for you, right? And a lot of that comes from, the traditions was lost. We lost the traditions of the man or your husband or the father of that household is supposed to find a husband for that daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go over to the Mr. Hey, Johnson, I see you raising a good boy down the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can hook my daughter and your son up so when they get old enough, they can be married. That tradition is gone because we're able to see the bull crap from another man. We're able to look, he ain't gonna be marrying my daughter.
Right.
He just like his daddy.
Right.
And women can see if the woman that they, mom, I got a girl I like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who you gonna bring that woman to? Your mama. Why? Your mama can see through the bull crap. Right?
Fact.
That tradition is lost. And now, what are we doing? We got our women out here trying to find their own man. You got men out here trying to figure out, is she a hoe or not?
Or gay.
Oh, I mean, both sides now.
If she was born a woman,
You
that's
go-
what we really need to be.
You go to Atlanta, you're gonna have everything.
Oh, it's scary.
I mean, it's getting weird out here.
Scary.
So now the pool has gotten so small because, God damn, how many millions of men in jail or in prison? Now you got another population of men that's gay. I mean, the pool is small. Sisters, Lord be with you.
Wow.
Lord be with y'all. You understand?
You said you wanted to end it on what?
I want to end it on go not in the way of the Gentiles, and then we can get up out of here.
Matthew 10.
Yeah. 10, yeah, you can start at 5. Matthew, the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 5.
Book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
And why did he tell them to go not in the way of the Gentiles, right? Because he knew what was going on in the Gentiles, the cities. Like, it's all kind of whoredom, it's all kind of whatever, you can just name it. So don't go into the way of the Gentiles, right? We're not supposed to be following after our oppressor, right? The oppressor he has no limits. He does whatever he wants to do under the sun. Whatever he wants, he will do it. You understand? When it comes to fornication, when it comes to bestiality, when it comes to war, when it comes to, come on, man. Think about how he got this damn country. And now we have taken on those things. We killing each other. We're fighting. We're murdering. We're being whoremongers. We're being, drug dealers and drug users. The white man is the biggest drug addict on the planet Earth, right? We have followed, what did it say, John 8, said, ye are your father the devil. You understand? And the lust of your fathers ye will do. Those are the things that we have learned from them. We have learned everything. I mean, come on. Listen, our sisters was in the households, doing what they supposed to do for their man. Who showed up at the house? The white woman. Right. Y'all can come outside now. Y'all can come on. Y'all can come to get these jobs. Y'all ain't got to worry about that. Y'all waiting on them to come from Vietnam. Y'all better come on and get this money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all can be leaders. That's the serpent. That's the serpent. Right? Telling you to leave your man. You ain't got to worry about, girl, get your own money. Get your own M's. Right? Get your own M's. Right? You can do it by yourself, girl. We don't need no man. And what did that serpent do? Go right back to their man. Yeah. They got their jobs and their money, and you know what they did? They turned right back towards their man. Right? While our sisters was left out in the dirt, in the cold, and saying, damn, we
worse. Worse. 7 more unclean spirits
came on them.
And they were worse than what they were before.
Right. And now they are what they say, I'm the mama and the daddy.
Yeah.
Now I'm the soldier. I can join the military. Now I can be on the police force. I can do all these things. Right? But Christ told the 12, go not in the way of the Gentile. Why? Because those things destroy us. Those things are the things that plagues our people. Right? So, as Israel, I mean, we got 1,000 precepts we can hit, but we got to get out of here. You understand?
Sure do.
So
this is how. But
go ahead.
We gotta leave them with a solution.
Go ahead.
Gave them with the problem.
Kind.
They're gonna be tempted.
Where you at?
Let's go to James 4.
James 4, Salaki.
4 and 7.
James 4 and verse 7. The book of James, chapter 4, verse 7. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God.
Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Do the will of the Most High.
Right.
Listen to what the Most High says. Go ahead.
Resist the devil.
Resist the devil, just like Christ did in the wilderness. Well, Eve should have done it, but she did not. And you see what happened to her. Go ahead.
And he will flee from you.
Hey, just like after, 3-4 times the devil tried to get Christ to do some dumb stuff. I mean, he left. And the Bible says the angels ministered unto him after that. After the devil left. That's what the Bible says.
Right.
So you resist the devil and he will flee. You submit yourself to the Most High.
Right.
And that's what we do in I.S.U.P.K. We submit ourselves to the order and authority of the Most High.
Hey, and with that, shalom.